So in the last video I mentioned that, and for the next video I'll be talking about this PC right here. This PC has been on sale for more than a month. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about the build first. For CPU, I went with no other than the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. So everyone knows the CPU. With 6 cores and 12 threads and a boost clock up to 4.6 GHz, helps the CPU stay relevant in today's time, even though it's being the older AM4 platform. Now to cool the CPU, we went with the Be Quiet Pure Rock 2FX. This CPU cooler is insanely good for its price, and also it was on sale, so it was a no-brainer choice for me. It's rated for 150 watt TDP, which is way more than enough to cool our 5600X. If I remember correctly, it actually managed to keep the 5600X just below 70 degrees Celsius when stress testing with Cinebench and Prime 95. And also, the aesthetic of it matched our build, so that's a bonus plus. For motherboard, I managed to grab a good deal on the Gigabyte Ultra Durable B550M DS3H AC, the one with Wi-Fi. The board was brand new, because the seller didn't end up using it. It was still in its anti-static bag with the seal and all the other accessory that comes with the motherboard. With RAM, I went with the popular choice for AMD, the Kingston Fury Beast. 2x8, 16GB, 3200MHz, CL16, DDR4 RAM. And I also got that for a good deal. Now I pretty much go with this RAM whenever I build a PC that around this budget, because it's pretty much tick all the boxes that I need. Aesthetic, performance, and price. Now for GPU, I wanted to go with the 6600 XT because it goes hand in hand with our 5600X, which is pretty much the best value for money around this price range. So I decided to spend some time looking for a good condition one, and then I managed to find the ASRock Phantom Gaming OC for a really good price, and even better, it was still under warranty. The seller also provided me with the purchase receipt for warranty purposes, which is also a plus. Now I didn't really want to void the remaining warranty for the card, so I didn't really change out the thermal paste or thermal pads, but still, this card runs really cool. I was stress testing the card using Heaven Benchmark for a while, and I don't think the card actually went over 70 degrees Celsius. So I was really surprised, but well done ASRock. For storage, I went with just the 512GB Silicon Power M.2 SSD, and for power supply, I went with the Thermaltake Smart BM2 80 Plus Bronze 550 watt semi-modular PSU, which also is a pretty great PSU. So to house all of these components, I went with the popular budget fish tank style case, the Antec CX200 RGB MATX case. For fish tank style case, that comes included with 5 fans, even though they're just normal static RGB fans. But for 75 Australian dollars, this case was made for budget builds in mind. Now the downside of it is that I actually had to remove the 2 fans at the bottom due to GPU clearance issue. However, I've seen people run thicker card and with the same motherboard form factor, the MATX, and they still managed to fit 5 fans in. So I was kind of confused, but I had a feeling it actually due to my motherboard, which have its PCIe slot sits a little bit too low. Let me know in the comment section below if you actually run into the same issue while running pretty much the same setup as I did. But yeah, that's pretty much all the parts for the PC. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, but definitely very good value for money in my opinion, especially when it comes to around this price range. Alright, so I posted this PC for sale a while back, but to be more specific, it was on the 28th of April 2024, and I actually had to reduce the price a couple of times as well, until now, and that day has finally come. Alright, what's going on guys? Just a quick update right now. So after all that time being on Facebook Marketplace, I think for like a month plus, so 6 to 7 weeks already, and we finally got a buyer. What I'll be doing right now is just to hook up to a monitor, keyboard and mouse, and just ultimately showing him that the PC is in working conditions when he pick it up. So yeah, And finger crossed, please, this buyer, please be a genuine buyer, because you guys know how Facebook Marketplace is. Someone saying that, oh, they come today, they come tomorrow, next week, but the moment you follow up with them to see if they're coming or not, you just don't get a reply. So finger crossed, we get a genuine buyer, and let's get this build out of the door, done and dusted, and we can start with the next one. Alright guys, I'll set up the PC now. So guys, the PC is nice and hooked up now, so all we need to do now is just wait for the buyer. There were actually 2 buyers who wanted to come and pick up this PC, but unfortunately the other one can only come 2 days later. So whoever come first come first serve. But instead of pushing them away saying, hey, we don't have any more, what you can say is, if this is the kind of budget range that you're looking for a PC, maybe I can help you build a new one. Just a little tip there for you guys, because that way you may be able to land a new customer. And yeah, hopefully the guys comes in and pick up the PC. Alright, yeah, the boys, mate. All the monies are in. Woo! Right here. But yeah, let me just quickly summarize the whole transaction. So basically, he came in. I got the price down to $950 initially from $1,000, and yeah, he wanted to negotiate a bit, saying, oh, he wanted $900. So unfortunately, I couldn't do that, because I know that there's someone else who's willing to pick up for $950. So that's why I told him, look, I'm sorry, but there's someone else that's gonna pick up for $950 if you don't buy it now. So just create that little urgency for them. But at the end, I gave him a little bit of a push as well. Just make sure that he bought the PC. Look, I can do $930 for you now, because I can't do any lower than that, because someone else will can't pick it up for $950. So yeah, he actually ended up buying it for $930. And the reason why I wanted that little push to make sure that I sold the PC is because for the other customer, I can actually get another build out of that. So I'd rather let this one go and lose a little bit more money than not selling it and then have to sell this one to the other customer and I'll lose one customer. So that's what my train of thought when doing that transaction. So yeah, at the end of the day, we're all good. Everyone's happy. They got their PCs. I've shown them that it's working and it's happy about it. So yeah, win-win. Alright, so the total bill of that PC was $743, and we managed to sell it for $930, which net us $187 in profits. Now that's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Like I said before, any profits is better than no profits. So really happy of how the PC got sold relatively without any dramas. But yeah, hope you guys liked that video. Smash that like button if you do. Subscribe if you want to join me on my little journey and want to see more content like this in my future. And yeah, if you guys have any feedbacks, any comments, put it down below, because I'm always open to feedback and improving myself. Thank you so much for anyone who stayed all the way until the end. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Latest.